Hi everyone. So the title of our World Text and Image class is Mankind's Search for Meaning and Well-Being. And throughout the semester, we've explored the works of Confucius, Aristotle, and Cicero. And recently we've come across a new term for us, which is eudaimonia, and its direct translation from Greek to English is happiness, but it's so much more than that. And if we go back to ancient Greece and look at Socrates, we see that the concept eudaimonia was in one of his works, and he defined that true happiness came from living a life of virtue and wisdom. This life wasn't one that was led by physical pleasure or one that sought out to be pleased. He believed that people should seek knowledge and practice moral goodness in order to achieve the best possible life. If we pass this term down to Plato, which was one of Socrates' disciples, we see that he associated eudaimonia with the harmony of the soul. So, according to him, a harmonious soul is one that isn't ruled by one's own desires or driven by one's own passions, but one that is driven by reason and logic. And this type of soul can lead an individual to have the greatest life. And as we pass this term down to Aristotle, we see that he defined it pretty good in the Nicomachean Ethics. It's a little bit detailed. And in Book 1, Chapter 7, it reads as follows. Eudaimonia is the activity of the soul in accordance with virtue and reason over a complete life. And as we read over a complete life, it means that it's something that isn't attained from one day to the next, but it's something that can take years, that is decades, maybe even a century. It's a completion. And in class, we questioned what a well-lived life could look like, and we talked about how or what society might define a well-lived life. And we decided it's based off maybe how much money we have, how much fame we gain, or how successful we become. And we continued exploring a well-lived life with the rest of our philosophers like Confucius, and we saw that Confucius could define a well-lived life as one that seeks out moral growth, one that wants to continue to grow, someone that wants to place other needs above one's own. And in the Alex of Confucius kept mentioning a lover of learning, and to give out a term, that would be a philomath. And in order to be a philomath, it requires effort, and it reminds me of something Jesus said, which was to take up your cross daily. To do that it's easier said than done, but beneficial in the long run in order to keep growing, to continue getting those virtues that we want. And then if we look at one of our other philosophers, if we look at Cicero, he emphasized the importance of striving to do good, of being in the community. And he stated time and time again that in order to live a good life, one can do that through the practice of philosophy. But I feel that it's fair to say that to live a good life, it can be done also through the pursuit of wisdom. And something that stuck out to me throughout the semester is how all the philosophers talked about the importance of community, but not just being in it, but being beneficial to it, and the importance of seeking out the best interest of all parties involved. And it's important to want to better yourself, because if you better yourself, then you're also going to be impacting the people around you. And my favorite quote taken from the semester is, "No leader, either in war or in peace, could ever have performed important or beneficial actions unless he had gained the cooperation of his fellow men." This was from Cicero. And to me, it's because great things can be done when we're all together. And I take this example, like if you pick up one little piece of trash, it's great you do that, but if you get other people, like 1,000 more people to do it, that's being more helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.